Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 10 of Farthest Frontier, and we are so close now to being able to build our tier 3 city centre, or tier 3 town centre, and that should then allow us to, well, I believe, unlock most, if not all, of the tech. At the end of the last video, I worked out that the arborists can actually plant trees, so we will be looking at that. Which are these ones? These are apple trees, because I was going to plant some of the other ones. Apple trees are June to August. No, yeah, apple trees are September to October, the same as pears. So let's go for peaches that we can plant elsewhere. So won't let me plant on there because that one's apparently obstructed by the road, although I don't believe that it is. But we'll go ahead and we'll plant some more trees in here because we want the fruit. Yearly taxes collected. Let's squeeze as many in as close together as we can. Well, maybe not as close together as we can. We want to space them out a little bit, but let's keep him busy. And there doesn't appear to be a cost to this. It's purely just looks like he can work those and probably get some more apples on this side. Therefore, I think he can reach those apples, and that'll get all of this wood harvested as well. There we go. There may be some space that we haven't planted in, but that'll be a decent amount of fruit, hopefully. Okay, so we do need to save up some gold because as well as having the 25 homesteads, we also need 1,200 gold ingots. We need 100 clay and 100 planks. The clay and the planks aren't going to be a problem if we're not really building an awful lot and not selling an awful lot. We do have a trader. It is worth having a look to see what we could sell. We could definitely go ahead and sell some of the herbs that we have, because we do have quite a few. Is he selling anything that I want to buy? He does have clay, but I don't necessarily need to buy any. So I think we'll leave that as is. I think I wanted to keep the item in stock because I do have quite a few herbs. Let's try and keep like 100 herbs maybe in storage. I'm just going to type it in. It's so much easier than trying to use that slider. It's such a fidgety little slider for such a fine scale. Okay, so these buildings will start upgrading themselves. There are a few more that need doing. 2 of them are in the process of upgrading, but they're just waiting on planks. We're also, now what was I building up here? I can't even remember what it was. Obviously I've told something up here to build. It's the Hunter's Lodge? Since when does the Hunting Lodge require... Oh, is this upgrading? We're upgrading the Hunter's Lodge. I was going to say, since when does the Hunter's Lodge need 250 gold? But it's because we're upgrading. So, looks like one of these buildings is done. The other one's just waiting on some planks. And I could easily transfer the gold out of the trade post if we need to get to it. But we'll wait until everything else is done first, because we might have even gathered the taxes to do that by then. Still waiting on the compost. We're still getting some spoilage going on with food. As soon as we can make barrels, it will be better. We're producing more food than we're consuming, which is reasonably good. Our villagers are mostly happy. Some of the villagers are without shoes, apparently. Well, that's not good. Now, the question is, where's the cobbler? There's the cobbler. That was a good guess. Can be a little bit difficult to try and find where they are. I'm not too sure why it's so slow. Maybe it's a lack of pelts coming in, but we'll assign a second worker to the cobblers. Now, I also heard quite recently, and I haven't been able to confirm it, but I have heard that there are some fruit bushes. There's obviously hawthorn that's around, and there's the other stuff as well that's a fruit that I can't remember what it's called in this. The red stuff. Never remember. I can never pronounce it. Sumac. So you can obviously harvest this stuff, but it's not really nutritious. It's kind of a last resort thing. But I had heard that you can find like berry bushes. I haven't found any berry bushes. I mean, these do give berries, but I think it was like blackberry bushes or blueberry bushes or something along those lines. Probably blackberries. And that you can actually move them. So you can sort of like, if you find one of these bushes, you can click on it. You can click a move button, the same that you get on sort of buildings. And then you can go and move it and plant them all around a gatherer's hut. But I haven't found a single one, not on this map anyway. We've got 2 traders here. This trader will buy wood. Well, I'm not stocking wood. We could buy clay. We could buy flour and wheat. Yeah, I don't need to buy any of this stuff from, like, the farmer. I could go ahead and sell a little bit more of this, the herbs that I've got in stock there. So we've got a decent amount of gold in here now. In fact, let me just quick hit pause before he leaves, because he's going to leave in a few days. But the rest of it almost just got there. So let's just keep selling this while we can, and getting the money put in. So where are we in terms of the buildings? This one is still waiting. This one is still waiting. Is that a shortage of builders? I mean, we have 5 builders. We've got 19 labourers. Could probably get a few more builders going. Get all of these. They might all be working up here at the arborists, to be honest. I really don't know. So let's have a look where we are. Actually, let's go up to the higher speed so things can get done. This is another root cellar that I was building. That's waiting on stone. Well, we've got plenty of stone. We've got plenty of wood. I wonder if this building is still operating while it is being built. I'm going to guess probably not. It's waiting on iron ingots. I do have iron ingots. I'm going to prioritise this one. Try and get it built as soon as possible. New villagers are born. So we've hit our villager cap again. I'm going to have to try and cram some more houses in somewhere. Now, as I'll be able to get to tier 3, I'm not going to bother building too many more houses just yet. I feel that everything's kind of balanced at the moment, so I don't want to overdo it by tipping the scales. Let's try and get everything as built up as possible. I love that people just randomly drop stuff on the roads and run off. No idea why they do that, but they do. So we've got a decent amount of wood. We're working on planks still, although it's very slow. Looks like we've got another house that's been upgraded. So we are literally just 1 short now. This house isn't quite at 30, it's at 28. None of these are at 30. But what we could probably do is maybe get a small park in, or even a small garden might be enough. Don't think it'll take any of them up to... Yeah, get that one up to 29, which is not quite enough. If we put in like a small garden... See, that doesn't look like it would improve any of them. Let's try putting one just there at the back and see what happens. It might improve one a little bit. It was this one we wanted. It was this one's on 28. Something is on fire. Hopefully they'll get that put out very quickly. There's no button to say, hey everybody hurry up and put this fire out. Oh, that went out really quick. Luckily there was a well nearby, so that didn't take too long. Don't know why these fires randomly happen. This building is being overrun and needs a rat catcher. I do have a rat catcher, but I think he's all the way over here somewhere. Maybe even further away than that. Where did I put the rat catchers? Potters. I have got a rat. There's the rat catcher there. Obviously he's very far away from that. Let's go and build another one then. Amenities and services, rat catcher. Doesn't really affect desirability. So let's go and pop him in. Yeah, that's probably a good spot. Does have a monthly gold upkeep cost, which is unfortunate. So that little park thing was built. So it was this house. This house, yeah, still, no, it's not built yet actually. It's right there, still waiting for stone. So we only need to upgrade one more house, really. So we'll get that rat catchers built. So yeah, everything's looking good. Plenty of trees and stuff around here. Let's have a quick look and see how the... I'll zoom out a little. Villagers wishing to immigrate. I'm going to turn them away. I don't want to take on any more people right at the moment. So this is the work camp. That work camp's working quite far away. That's fine, though. This work camp is working down here. I think we can probably move your area to here. All good stuff. So, how far are we getting? What are we waiting for? The hunter's hut has been upgraded. That actually looks really nice, the upgraded version. So that now has more recipes available. So small carcasses, boar carcasses. Now, it is bearing in mind that I'm playing a passive game, so I don't have access to all of these things. And that is something that is a good point, because if you were playing a game that wasn't in pacifist mode, you would have access to bears and boars and things that you could get additional carcasses from. So I will try a game with that on. What was that? That was the rat catchers. So the rat catchers should get rid of the rats there. That's fine. Have we got somebody working this? Yes, we do. So you'll be getting rid of the rats. That is now built. This has gone up to 29. It's still not great, is it? I still think we need... Do we still need one more? Yeah, we're still one short. So what other decoration type building could we get? We've tried small gardens. We've built a shrine. We could get a garden trail, which is like a long, narrow thing. I don't think I've got any slots that are 3 tiles long where I could get one of these to fit in. Possibly down here. I think all of these buildings are already... No, this one's not. This one's at 29. So if I put this down here, it gets that one high enough. Firewood is low. I mean, we are moving into winter, so that does kind of make sense. Did we get any fruit from the arborist yet? Looks like we've got some. Not a huge amount. Still got some fruit rotting. Is it worth turning this on and making some barrels? We do have some iron in stock. But it might be worth saving that iron until we can make our own. We're very close. As soon as we get to the 3rd tier, we'll be able to make iron. Because we have iron ore. We just lack the ability to make the iron ingots. We've nearly got the planks and clay. So we'll allow that to continue to go up. Obviously not really much you can do over winter. Farms are all working. Windmill's still working. Decomposing. Probably at some point need to get some more rocks in. Especially when we've got these big resources here. So let's go and grab those. Okay. Looks like we might actually hit the required amount of gold before we hit the clay and planks. Was it 100 or 120? 100. So hopefully that won't be too far away. Everybody's happy. And once we get to tier 3, then we'll consider building extra houses. Obviously we will use some materials to upgrade this house. Yeah, 2 types of food is the problem that it's got at the moment. So we are slightly scuppered. At least until we get the... well, probably after winter. There will be more types of food available. Or somebody will just take... Yep, there we go. Someone just took more food to it. So, I think we have to wait for it to complete, because it hasn't counted yet. And again, we still need the clay and the planks. How many people have we got working in the saw pit? Still got 4 people working in the saw pit. We can't upgrade the saw pit yet. See, upgrading the saw pit requires heavy tools. And the tier 3 town centre. So being able to build heavy tools is going to be really, really important for us. So in 1 more month, we should have enough gold. Nothing going on with the traders. We've got a building on fire. If I click on it, it should take me there. Now, this one might be problematic. This is a smokehouse. I mean, that's probably why it's on fire. There is a well nearby. So it looks like some people are going to try and put the fire out. We might be able to save it. I don't know if there's any way to tell how much on fire it is. I know that's the wrong word, really, but nothing that shows you what the state of putting it out is. Look at all these people that I assume came running over to put the fire out, but they're all going elsewhere now. Crops lost to frost. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. That building will get repaired automatically, I think. Yeah, you always have to scroll to get anywhere. I think there is a button to go straight to the town centre. Yeah, centre camera on village, which takes you back to the town centre. But because there's no mini-map, you're constantly having to sort of scroll everywhere. So we've got a new trader here. You actually have heavy tools. And I think, although we are trying to save a little bit of money, buying a few heavy tools is definitely going to be worthwhile. I'm not going to sell coal because it's not worth it. She's not giving a lot for pottery. But I've got 100 to sell in there, so we could make ourselves 1,000 gold from pottery. Not going to sell the coal. So we're good on gold. We don't have the planks, we don't have the clay, but we're getting there. I mean, I guess I could just straight up buy the remaining stuff that I need. Because we're only using one clay pit at the moment. And of course we do have a potter, so the potter's using clay. Don't think we can buy clay from this trader, can we? No, we can buy shields and halberds and crude weapons, but no, it's clay that we want. Clay and planks. Well, I'm not building anything else at the moment. So the planks should rack up pretty quickly, especially with 4 woodcutters. So we're up to 88 already and 84 on the clay. It's just a bit of a waiting game now. Don't want to build any more houses. Let's keep the food situation sort of roughly where it is. And then once we get up to tier 3, then we'll build some more houses. Because it'll give us some more options. Looks like we've got some random poop just been left over here. That's lovely. Again, just waiting on the compost. We'll be able to fertilise some of these fields. Come on, game. We're so close. 94 planks. 92 clay. I'm going to keep my eye out for different traders just in case we... so there we go. We've got a trader too. So you're the guy that buys herbs, but you're really trading them low at the moment, so I don't want to bother doing that. We could buy... yes, just food from you. So, yeah, not the trader I'm looking for. 96 planks, 96 clay. We're right there. So close now. Let's just hope nothing gets struck by lightning and destroyed. Villagers graduating. So we did use up some planks and clay there. I don't know what for. Possibly the farms. Yeah, clay keeps going down. Right, we've got enough planks. Can we actually hit the button in advance? No. I didn't know whether you could hit the buttons and just have the materials sent there as needed. Eject garrison villagers, toggle garrison villagers. I suppose that's if you're under attack. And then these buttons just lead to the same things as down here. We've got 9 heavy tools in stock now, which is decent. And 17 iron ingots, which isn't that many. We have enough. We have enough. We did have enough, and then somebody used 2 planks. We have enough. Let it register. It hasn't registered. There we go. Going to hit upgrade before somebody else uses the planks. Now, I'm going to imagine that this is going to take quite a bit of time to get everything over there. But once it does, we will have our tier 3 town centre and then tier 3 tech. The planks actually got there really quickly. The builders have already started. So we're just waiting for the labourers to bring over the clay and the gold. Not sure where the clay's being stored. The clay might be all the way over near the clay pits. Although it's nearly there. You would think the gold bars, they'd have to sort of bring one at a time, because they're going to be quite heavy. So it's still waiting on 2 clay. There we go, all the clay has arrived. So where are they getting the gold from? Where are we storing the gold? We don't have a vault. I figured you only really needed a vault if you were likely to be raided. So on a pacifist game, it's probably not needed. But there is an option. Is it under resources? That's an armory, candle shop, the weavers. Well, there was one. Or is it a tier 1? Cobblers, basket, Fletchers. Maybe I'm just missing it. Charcoal kiln. Nope, can't see it at all. Oh, it's storage, isn't it? Of course it is. Silly me. Yeah, so you can actually build a vault. A secure repository for the town's gold. Even that needs 20 iron. So again, it's a tier 2 building that requires a tier 3 resource. So you're very heavily reliant on traders. And the town centre is almost finished. And there we go. We have our tier 3 town centre. There is apparently a tier 4, which requires a lot. 25 large houses, a theatre, a trading centre, 250 population, 150 clay bricks, 3,500 gold ingots, 1,000 iron and 1,000 planks. That is a lot. Do we have tier 3 technologies then? I mean, I'm not seeing any large houses, so I guess that's just an upgrade of existing houses, and certainly it is. So for a house to get to a large house, or for a homestead to get to a large house, it needs a desirability of 65 and 3 different food types. Upgrading it gives it additional housing capacity, a larger happiness bonus, and increased durability. Okay, so has anything else appeared? Tier 3 still seems to be the highest tier that we have for anything. So we have unlocked some stuff down here that greatly improves desirability, like a large statue. But the things that we want to get first and foremost are these buildings down here. So we're going to need a furniture workshop, a brewery, a foundry, a blacksmith's forge, and a brickyard, and a glassmaker. The important ones to get first are the foundry, so we can start making ingots, and the blacksmith's forge, because then we can start making heavy tools. So we'll start with the foundry. Now this does reduce desirability, so we don't want this near our housing. Let's have it up over on this side, because we do have some sort of industry going on over here. Maybe even a little bit further away, because I don't want to worry too much about these houses here. So let's go and put that down. That's the foundry. And we've got the gold to go and put the blacksmiths in right next to it. Now, yeah, the blacksmith is needed for tools and heavy tools. So we'll put the blacksmiths in there. So those are our next 2 buildings to be built. There we go. We are on tier 3, and everything is starting to look, you know, a lot more modern and, you know, less ramshackle. I'm sure there are lots of other buildings that we'll be able to go around and upgrade now as well. So most of these buildings can be upgraded if you get to tier 3. You just need the materials for them. Some of them do need bricks, so we will need to build the brickyard to be able to get the bricks. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to see where this goes, but I think that is a great place to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying Farthest Frontier. More people wish to join the settlement. Outsiders view your town as being a little dull, but a theatre would certainly liven things up. Build a theatre to help satisfy the villagers' entertainment needs and attract new settlers. That's interesting and all. Did anybody actually see where you can build a theatre? Is it down here? Pub, apothecary, theatre. Ah, there it is. Okay, so it does exist. So, as I was saying, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying the series. I know I put a poll out on the channel a little while ago to ask if anyone would have any interest in me making a tutorial series for this game. And the choice is basically where you either weren't interested, or doing a full tutorial series, or one that was a series that was of fewer shorter videos where I just basically explained some, like, getting started, things I wish I knew, useful hints and tips type thing. About 2/3 of people have actually asked for a full tutorial, so I may well end up doing that at some point, if I hadn't even started it already by the time you get to this video, because I'm recording it a little in advance. So please do consider leaving a like or a comment on the video if you've enjoyed it. If you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing, because it's great to see the channel grow, and it's been going a little more slowly as of late. I will see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.